Yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Episode number 5, I think, or 4. Who cares? It's my podcast. It can be episode 5 if I want it to. This is going to be in the right spot, I hope. I'm going to... I hope that didn't mess it up. I'm going to be upset if it's not. Maybe I'll move a little bit. You know, it's hard out here, kind of getting your own stuff going. God dang it. I thought I had it. Here it is, and it should be fine right here, right? That should be good. All right, welcome to episode number, whatever number it is in the title of this episode, that's what number it is. And you can't argue with me on that. You can't look at me and tell me, it's different. You're wrong, Taylor. It's my podcast. Hey, welcome to episode 17,000. Huh? How about that? You happy about that? I won the argument. Can't argue with me on that. I am the sole proprietor of this show. It's my podcast. It can be whatever episode I want. Welcome to episode 17,000. What a run we've had. What a run we've had on the Taylor Neely Show. 17,000 episodes of memories and great things said and spoken into speaking truth to power. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any better than episode number, whatever it is. It's going to be a good one, though. I'm excited. Thank you for joining me for this episode. We're going to talk about important things. What are they? Who knows? I had work today, and it only lasted 2 hours. So I came home, and I took a nap, and the nap was longer than I thought. But I guess I had to catch up on sleep, because here's the thing about me is I nap. I'll nap, and it'll be good. It'll be a good nap, except for sometimes when I wake up from a nap, and I'm like... Here's me sleeping. I'm sleeping like this. I'm just me. Because I know you've all heard the old adage, the old stereotype. There's 2 wolves inside of everyone. One wolf goes shoo, shoo, and one goes me. That's at least what the internet has been saying lately. The internet says a lot of stuff, too much stuff. Honestly, I'm on here. I'm on the internet, and all 4 of you that listen. You know, exactly. But so this is a nap with me when I take a nap. Here it is. It's me. Cause I'm that wolf. I'm the me wolf, not the shoo, honk shoo. That's a different kind of guy. That's a guy that's not me. That's a guy that can't really handle a nap. A guy that can't handle a nap is me. Cause, he's, the me is hit me just holding down anything that might disrupt the flow of a nap. Because I get in a nap. I had a dream when I napped today that the screen protector for my Apple Watch was gone all of a sudden. And I hate dreams like that don't make sense. But in the dream, they make sense. In the dream, it's pure terror and you got to solve this problem right now. But that's kind of like how real life is for me anyways all the time. I obsess on something. Like I have a truck. And I'll get in it. I'll be driving down the road. That's a bumpy road. That's me driving down a bumpy road. And I'll think to myself, "Oh God, I didn't shut the tailgate." And 11 times out of 10, the tailgate has been shut. But for some reason, I'm worried about it. And someone said that might be a little OCD. And I'm not an OCD, stolen valor kind of guy. It's not me. I don't think I have OCD. I just think I would hate if all my tools fell out on the highway. Different thing. Being worried about all my stuff falling out on the highway, that would stink so much. I would be so sad and so upset if all my things fell out on the highway. You know, I got a good amount of money worth of tools in the back of my truck, and I'll be damned if I let them fall out on the highway. So let me check, make sure the tailgate is up, AJ. Okay? When I drove us to Athens on Saturday, let me check. It's fine. See, and it was fine, but that gives me peace of mind. I'm all about peace of mind these days. But anyway, so when I take a nap, I'll be sleeping, and then guys, AC's on apparently. AC wanted to join the show. That AC unit, that whatever that is in there in that closet, I have a locked closet in my apartment. I cannot get into it, and behind it is some kind of machine that makes the air cold in here. I have no control of that. I don't own the place. I rent, so I can graffiti the walls, and I just won't get my security deposit back. And anyway, so if you don't want to get a security deposit back, but you do want to do some graffiti to the walls or maybe make the carpet Oh, I mean, maybe make the wall a carpet, make the floors walls. Do it. You just won't get your security deposit. See, those are the rules of renting. You can do whatever you want to your apartment. You just won't get your security department back. You won't get it back. Your security department is gone. If you make the walls, if you somehow make the wall a bed of nails and the floor a regular bed, you're not getting your security department back, but you will get the joy and satisfaction of completing a craft. And completing a craft, ultimately, that's what we're all trying to do out here. We're trying to complete little crafts here and there. One craft done, moving on to the next craft. I got to go to the grocery store, get groceries. Once I go to Kroger, get my groceries, craft done. I gotta go get a new battery for my car. Craft done, battery in the car. Man, I really gotta go to the hospital, get surgery. Once surgery is done, that craft is done. Cross that craft off your list. Life is just a series of crafts that you're trying to complete on a continuous basis. They never end. That's the thing about life, is it's a series of crafts that craft and craft and craft until the craft is done. And what is the ultimate craft? Death. Death is the ultimate craft. So, don't shit in my pants and tell me I did it, because you can't fool me. So anyways, when I take a nap, when Taylor Neely takes a nap, I take it, and I wake up and sometimes I'm like, and I feel like I'm late for something, and I think I've conditioned my body to kind of freak out when I wake up from sleeping or from a nap, because in college, when I would black out drink all the time and wake up face down on my bed having pissed the entire bed, I mean, you could stand in my bed and the pressure of your feet pushing on the bed would make pee pool up around my feet. That's how much pee I would pee into my bed in the nighttime. But I think I conditioned myself, because I would wake up and just be like, oh God, I miss. I'm so late for this workshop I gotta go to at Putnam Hall. Because that's kind of what feeling hungover is like. For me, it's just like, oh God, I just need to go back to sleep for the whole day, and then I'll be good to go. Because that's the thing about me, when I'm hungover, I am out of commission for 1 to a week. 1 day to a week is how long I'm out of commission for. It's just truly the facts of the pudding. It's truly the facts of the pudding. That's just what happens to me. When I'm hungover, sorry, I forgot what I was saying for a second, then I remembered. When I got hungover, what happens to me? Well, number one, that's me chewing on a carrot like a hamster in those videos you see online. But about me, I get hungover. I am out of commission for 1 to 4 days, because I'll be violently hungover in my bed over there or wherever I've been violently hungover before, and I'll be like, I need to drink to get this awful. And that hasn't happened in a minute. I'm good right now. I'm feeling good. Sobriety is the best thing for me ever in the world. It's amazing. I love how it works for me, how it works in my life, even though I've had my hiccups, and I've had a case of the hiccups as far as sobriety goes, and I haven't put a stretch longer than 13 and a half months together in my life. But for me, I'm like sober. I've been sober 99% of the time for the past 5-6 years. And that's nothing to scratch at, That's not an itch you scratch at. That's an itch that you maybe put some calamine lotion on, because it's more of a serious itch than a regular itch. Like a regular itch, you can put the little X in with your thumb, and that will solve the itch. The itch is gone. When you put that little X in with your thumbnail, the itch is done. There's no more itching, and that itch will itch. No need to scratch no more, because that X exits it out. X, as pirates used to say, X marks the spot. Pirates had something figured out. Pirates knew what they wanted. Pirates wanted one thing. It was gold, and to sail the oceans blue, and to have a parrot on their shoulder, and to maybe make sweet sex every once in a while. But they weren't nice about sex. Pirates would do bad things when it came to sex, and I don't condone what pirates did there. But what pirates did do good is they created a nice lore about them. I mean, their history books are written about pirates. There's documentaries about pirates. Pirates are here to stay in the minds of the past. Okay, we're not going to forget pirates ever, no way. Because today we've got Somalian pirates. We got those guys. And those guys are way different. They're not sailing the oceans blue. They're usually driving a stolen boat that's not big at all. I mean, pirate ship this big. A little Somali boat, tiny. But they pull up to a big Captain Phillip style ship, like a container ship. And I am the captain now, the captain. And then they have a bunch of free stuff now. That's how Somali pirates work. But pirates from back in the days, they didn't have cell phones. They didn't have a television on the ship. The captain's quarters, maybe they had books. Maybe they had books to entertain themselves. But all they really had was the company of their fellow pirate brothers. That's all they had. So pirates were close. Pirates were like a fraternity of men. And maybe a few women. I couldn't tell. I don't know if there were many women pirates, but probably more men pirates than women pirates. I wonder if there's any famous women pirates in recorded history. Let's see. Famous woman pirates. Anne Bonny, Ching Shi. She's a Chinese pirate. Mary Read, Grace O'Malley. Grace O'Malley, the famous formidable Irish pirate and a decisive leader. That's me in my Irish accent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can do accents. That's the thing about me is I took a dialects and accents class in college. I was pretty good at it. I was pretty good at some. Some not as much as others, but now I've realized it's like a thing you got to practice and it's gone. But so the thing about me napping is I wake up from a nap and I'm just panicked. I am just panicked and scared, like I'm missing something. And that's why I think I wake up today. To this day, why I wake up in a panic. Because I'm worried I'm missing something. Even though I haven't missed something from being hungover, except for called off work or something like that. But for today, it's usually me being like, delirious and confused. I do notice with this diet I'm on, which is no bread, no sugar during the week, I sleep better. I sleep better. I wake up better. I am not tired during the day. It's nice. I like it. I don't know if I'm gluten intolerant. I have one of those things. Like all the kids got them these days. But I think it just makes me a little sleepy, which means I think that just means my guts work really hard. Here's the thing about me is my guts have worked overtime in my life. I mean, the amount of drugs and alcohol I put in my body, my organs deserve a vacation for how much work they've done. They've been on the chopping block and they've been chopped to pieces. And what I need to do is show my guts some appreciation, scoop all the guts up together, put them back together, because remember, they're chopped up into pieces, and scoop them together, put them together in like back in place how they were when I chopped them. And then say, hey, guts, guess what, guys? You're going on an all-expense vacation. Where? You're going to Des Moines, Iowa. Because Des Moines, Iowa maybe has something worth seeing. I'm sorry, Guts. I'm sorry, Guts. For those just listening, not watching along, this is me apologizing to my guts. I'm sorry, Guts. I didn't mean to get your hopes up for a bad vacation. Here, make it up for you. I'm going to send you Key West. Okay? Guts, you're going to go to Key West. How about that? What's that, Guts? You're thankful? You better be. So anyways, that was dumb. I've got iced coffee in my cup. It's not liquid morphine, I promise. It's a good day to be here. It's a good day to be in Atlanta, Georgia, where I live. The great state of Georgia. The greatest state? I don't know. I haven't been to enough states to say so. I've been to Ohio. I was born there, born and raised. Ohio's own Taylor Neely. That's me. I'm Ohio's own. Me. And I went back to Ohio 4th of July. Loved it. I had a great time going back. It was really, truly I do love Ohio. Ohio is a special place in my heart, and I have it tattooed on my side because I'm an Ohio stan. And again, I keep bringing up I'm a this stan, I'm a that stan. I still don't know what it means, but I hear it being, some things are said, and I don't think everyone knows what they mean, but they know the context so they can say them. But maybe that's just words. Maybe words is just understanding the context of that sound coming out of your mouth and repeating it. Because, like, I don't know what Stan mean. Well, I'm an Ohio Stan. Let's break it down. Stan is a guy's name. Ohio is a state. Stan, maybe he's an honest guy. And so it means I like Ohio. I stand by Ohio for everything it is. Maybe that's what it is. So we got to the bottom of that, and I figured it out. Good for me. Smart boy alert. Ding, 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 ding. Smart boy alert. You guys don't ever look at me once again and say, look at me and thinking you're the back of your head, dumb guy. Don't think that, because I'm not. I just figured out words. I just figured out the context of words without anyone's help. Live on this podcast, I figured out what a word meant. So to each their own, you know? So I wanted to talk about something worth talking about. I had something, and then it left my mind. But I hate being late for stuff. I hate it. I'm much better about it, but sometimes I'm still running right on time, and I feel late. I'd much rather be early. I'd much rather be 20 minutes early than 5 minutes late, because I feel like I don't have anything together. But honestly, in my life, I've never felt like I'd had anything together. I feel like I'm just, like, faking it. Not faking it, but I feel like it feels like I am just walking on thin ice. Like, I'm gonna eventually be told I can't do any of the things I'm doing. It's been all big one experiment, and I'm the test subject. And everything will be taken away from me, and I'll be sent back home to live in a cage with my parents. All three of us will live in a cage. But then maybe that's the selfish way of looking at it, you know? Like, yeah, it is. I'm going to say right now, here and now, that's a selfish way of looking at it. It's weird how selfishism and self-centeredness is like, it's a constant theme in my life, because through AA, I've been kind of told, or it's like I've figured out that, yeah, I'm pretty selfish at my core. I'm a selfish guy. That's just how I operate at my core. It's not, I don't mean to. I'm a pretty nice guy out in the world, but I think about me a lot. And thinking about me a lot is exhausting. I think for anyone it'd be exhausting to think about, obsess about one thing so much. And that's why AA is like, it's just like service work is a big thing, because it gets me outside of myself. That's what service work does. Is it helps me stop thinking about me and my needs for a little bit. How can I go into the world today and be of service? So I get out of what's going on in Taylor's head, and maybe I get what's going on in Stan's head. Hey, Stan, you need help? You need help with that? Stan, you need help with all those oranges? Stan, you have so many crates of oranges you got to carry inside to your house. You want some help with that? And then I help Stan. And while I'm carrying the oranges, I'm collecting God points. See, that's ultimately why you want to do nice things for other people, be not selfish, be unself-serving, because God gives you points, okay? He gives you points, and you collect them, and whoever has the most God points, when they get to heaven, they win. They win heaven. And then you're the champion of heaven. Congratulations. First place, heaven go. If I had the most God points, I would win heaven. And then what do you get to do when you win heaven? I guess you control heaven. And you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want when you control heaven. So that's really what the point of AA is to control heaven. So one day, my goal is to hopefully control heaven one day. I can't say I will, but it is ultimately the most unselfish thing is to control heaven. Because then if I'm controlling heaven, then all my friends get good points in heaven, like good jobs. When everyone's in heaven, everyone gets a job. Heaven is kind of like earth, because really, what if there isn't even heaven and we're heaven in right now? Which sometimes it feels like, I'm sure. Hold on, let's get a drink of water. Let's get a drink of water, because so thirsty. You guys don't understand how hard I work to put on such a good program for you. I work hard to put on a good program, and I need the respect I deserve, the kind of respect that isn't just taken, it's earned, you know? I don't take respect from people, I earn it. That was pretty gross, huh? I had something in my throat. You got the wrong idea of what was going on. I had something in my throat. I didn't swallow a bug. I don't swallow bugs. Come on, who do you think I am? Someone who swallows bugs? You have the wrong idea of me. The wrong idea is what you have. So I golfed yesterday with my friend Jameson Slater. He's another Atlanta comic. Nice guy, nice kid. He's got some funny jokes. He's a good kid. We golfed, and he really led on that he was a lot worse than he was, and he was fine. He's good to hang with, and I had a lot of fun. It was a good day of golf, and my phone was on Do Not Disturb, and I just got away from the world, because that's where I've been at recently. Like, how can I set myself up for being where I am at, whatever I'm doing? How can I do that and not be looking at my phone or diving into the phone or going to Instagram and then going to Reddit, which I'm pretty much off Reddit. I only look at it for adult videos pretty much. I don't really go on it for anything else because Reddit stinks. I don't like it. It's just got bad, angry people on it that can't take a joke, or they are very set in their ways. And so that's why I don't go on Reddit much anymore, except for adult-themed videos. And by adult-themed videos, I mean pornography. That's what I mean. And I don't watch porn. I kind of listen to it to figure out what I should do how I should talk to someone during coitus. You know, I'm not watching it. It's bad for your eyes. Porn is bad for your eyes. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your soul. I am on this back and forth of like, porn is bad for me, but it's also fun sometimes. But too much of it, definitely bad. I think it definitely does affect my, like, how much I can enjoy actual sex. I think it does affect that. You know, if I'm watching a bunch of it, it kind of takes me out of it, because it makes me have these expectations of what sex is going to be like. And it's not like that. Sex is not like what porn portrays it as. It's not. There's never, ever, you're never going to be at a truck stop and you're in the bathroom and the cleaning lady comes in and she doesn't think you're in there, and she's like mopping the floor, like, hello, anyone in here? And you get like shy, and then she pops open the door, you're there, and then she just has sex with you because of the circumstances. That's not how sex works, except for some might. It might. That's not a crazy scenario, actually. I'm sure that could have happened between two sex addicts, maybe. Sex addiction sounds crazy because it's like, doesn't everyone like it? But maybe that's like drugs. Maybe sex, because I like alcohol and drugs so much, I've destroyed my life over it. And I haven't destroyed my life over it. It's weird. Bottoms of alcoholism are very different. Bottoms for anyone are very different. For me, I've just always been taken to a very low emotional, spiritual place where whenever I've relapsed recently, I've been like, I should put a gun in my mouth and kill myself, because I can't go on like this. And the only thing that has been able to keep me away from drinking and drugs is AA. That's the only thing I've been able to do. And I don't do it perfectly. I've been a little bit lazy lately, but I felt like what I was thinking earlier today is like, I'm going to a meeting tonight, but I've just been like a little hard on myself lately about like, I don't even know what I need to do more of, but I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I'm also like, laying in my bed before my nap, like, hopefully, maybe I'm finally licked and I just don't want to do that anymore. Which I think I think both things can exist at the same time. You know, if I'm being honest with you, I think both can exist at the same time. Like, there does seem to be in AA a idea of like, if you're not coming to this all the time, you got to completely give your will over to God. You got to completely give everything over to this program so you don't drink ever again. And you got to work it. If you're not working it to the best of your ability all the time, you will relapse. And I think everyone is different in AA. And I think some people come in and they are able to be like, I'm done with this. I am truly done with this, but I need a program of recovery that helps me live my life. It helps me be a good person. It helps me be nice. Because you can be stark raving sober. I mean, you can be... There's something on my mouth. I think it's money. Wow. $100 bill in my mouth. Who'd have thunk? I must have got stuck in there when I was eating bags of money. But people in AA can be so dry. I've been very dry. And dry means like you're sober, but you're having a bad time. That's the thing is I can have bad times in sobriety. Just because I go to AA and I try to do it and I call guys, I can still be having a bad time because that's life, dude. I can't blame everything on being an alcoholic. I can't blame the fact that in my head I am on the highway and someone cuts me off and I'm like, you star, whatever I called them, fill in the rest. And the person in the car was a tiny child. So he was the one in the wrong. He should go to prison. Children should go to prison if they drive cars. That's a no-no. I think children should be sent to prison more. Honestly, I've been saying this. It'll help them. It'll shape them for adults. It'll condition them. Much like I was saying, I'm conditioned with naps. I'm conditioned when I wake from a nap. I am conditioned that I am very late for something. Much like that, if we were to send children to prison, that would condition them not to do what they did again. Like if a child is in a car and he's driving and he's got blocks on the wheels so he can reach the gear, the go and stop pedals, and he's got a phone book under his butt so he can see, because it's hilarious when you see someone, they're like a little tiny guy, they're driving in their car and they're like this, like steering wheel, so their eyes are looking through the steering wheel, it's above their eyes, and then they have to look through that. That's hilarious. And that's just a little person. That it's a short guy. I mean, someone who's short and has to drive, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for you, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know anyone like that, though. So I can't feel bad for that. It's not in my life experience. But like a kid, if I do truly believe if a child steals a car and drives it, is driving around, they should be sent to prison for a while so that when they're an adult, they know not to do that again. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that makes sense in my mind is to send children to prison. Say a child slaps another child, send them to jail. Say a child, they're on the playground and one pushes the other one down in the mulch, send them to prison. Prison is the only way we can guarantee no one gets pushed down in the mulch anymore. Pushing down in the mulch hurts because mulch is like tiny sticks. And you don't want to fall down on tiny sticks. You want to fall down on like a bed of pillows. That's what you want to fall down on. But being pushed down in the mulch, don't do that. If you do that, you're going to prison. That's what I think should happen. So you steal another kid's crayons, you're going to prison. It's just fair is fair and love in prison, you know? But yeah, that's the thing about whatever I was talking about. I got off track here. What was I talking about? We're talking about prison, children in prison. I mean, everyone's always talking about kids in cages. How about children in prisons? Let's do it. Let's pass some legislation. There's nothing more important to me right now in the world than children should be in prison. Because I think they'd have fun. I think it'd be like a giant sleepover. Okay? And when you were a kid, what did you want? Nothing more in the world than a sleepover. Nothing. Not a single thing you wanted more in the world than a sleepover at your friend's house. And then, oh man, I was so nervous to call my parents to ask to sleep over because I was always worried they'd say no. I hate asking for permission for stuff, but I also hate apologizing for stuff. I don't like being in trouble. Being in trouble is being the worst being in trouble is, I think. I loved sleepovers as a kid though. They were so fun. Stay up till like 3, 4, 5, and then be so tired the next day. I couldn't do it as an adult. That thing is still in my mouth. Who knows what it is? But man, yeah, it's good. Life is good. I do get off topic here, but it's okay. It's my podcast. It's episode 17,000 of my podcast. I can do whatever I want. I'm captain of this. I'm Captain Phillips of this ship. You're not going to come to me and say, Taylor, switch it up. There's no one else here. I'm the chief executive officer of Taylor Neely Show. I'm in charge, okay? I'm in charge. I'm medium-sized and in charge. Large and in charge? No, that's not me. I'm medium-sized and in charge. This shirt right here is a medium. Oops, did I crop it? Yep, whoopsies. I cropped it because I'm in my crop era. Why did I crop it? I don't know. I think I want people to see a little bit of my belly and then they get a little bit turned on. I think that's... Honestly, I'm being honest with you. I want someone to look over me. I'm like lifting. I'm trying to reach something on a high shelf. They look over. They see a bit of my belly. I want them to get a little turned on. That's why I'm wearing a crop shirt, okay? I come clean. This is Taylor Comes Clean. I'm wearing a cropped shirt so it makes people get a little bit turned on. Send me to prison with all the children, if you will. I don't care. I am done answering to anybody except for me, CEO of Taylor Neely Show. That's me. I'm in charge. No one can tell me what to do on this show. Outside of the world, in the world, I don't have a boss. So I can't be told what to do on the outside of the world either. I'm the boss. That's the thing about me. I'm the boss of my life. Actually, no. God is the boss of my life. I think. I don't know, dude. It's what I was saying earlier. I got off track so much I remember what I was saying. Let's finish the thought. I think sometimes people, they come into AA and they gotta turn it over, do everything, whatever. But then some people, I think they come and like, I'm done with this. I'm done doing this. But I can't live life how I've been living it. I need a change of perspective because I need to live life differently because I'm living like a selfish asshole and I need to do some things differently in my life. So I stopped doing that because living life on Taylor's terms, on Taylor's agenda, has only gotten Taylor in trouble and has only gotten Taylor into smoking crack with homeless men and women. And we don't want that anymore. We don't. I'm being honest with you. I don't want to do that anymore. It's not fun. Crack Cub Down is the worst. It stinks. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like, why did I do this again? And then I'm hungover in my bed, drinking vodka and smoking crack for 4 whole days. And that is a self-destructive lifestyle. I'm not, and honestly, I think about me, I just don't think my genetics allow for me to engage in that kind of riffraff. You know, I don't think my genetics allow me to play that out as far as I can. It's just like pause. Everybody pause. Everybody pause. Everyone pause. Everybody, do not disturb. On. Okay, we're good. I just think I can't handle drugs and alcohol like other people. I think for me there is a genetic component. Something was handed down to me where, yes, I really enjoy. Part of me wants to drink and do drugs until I die, pretty much. But there's also part of me that I think it's part of it is poison. Like I'm allergic. I am. Like sometimes when I drink, my face gets flush and red. So I think I do have actually a physical allergy to drugs and alcohol where when I ingest that stuff in my body, my body does have a physical reaction that is like if someone ate peanuts. You know, but I'm not allergic to peanuts. Let's get that straight right now. I'm not allergic to peanuts at all. Peanuts, I can eat 1 billion peanuts, I'll be fine. You can put as many peanuts in my mouth as you want. I'll swallow them whole. I'll swallow them like pills. I'm not allergic to peanuts one bit. Not to brag or nothing, but I'm not allergic to peanuts at all. Okay? And you can't trick me into somehow being allergic to peanuts. No trick you pull on me, no sort of tomfoolery you pull on me will make me allergic to peanuts one bit. And that's a fact. Because you can't trick someone into being allergic to something. That's not possible. There's no way. No way unless you know a way. Unless you know a way to trick someone into being allergic to peanuts all of a sudden, it's not going to happen. And guess what? EpiPens are everywhere. You go into any restaurant in America, there's an EpiPen somewhere in that restaurant. And I know this to be true for a fact because I worked in a restaurant for 8 months. And that is enough for me to know. There's an EpiPen on every corner of America. You can find an EpiPen. And I'm not allergic to peanuts. No one's going to make me eat a peanut butter pie and then all of a sudden I blow up like a balloon. Not going to happen. Not going to happen, guys. This episode's really been, So I got new shirts today, and I might crop them all. I might not. I might just leave this one cropped. I cropped this one a little bit higher than maybe the other one I did, but I wanted it to, but I never really know what I want. I think I know what I want, and then I get what I want, and then it's like, this isn't good enough. This isn't making me feel like, this hasn't satiated me at all. Like, I like to think, like, well, that's the problem with me is I think people say, like, smoking crack chemically changes your brain forever. I think what that means is, for me, because I've smoked crack, I will always, because I'm a drug addict and an alcoholic, a sober one at that. Please, stand up and applause, please. Yay, yay, sober today, woohoo. What can I say? How does he do it? I go to meetings and I call other alcoholics. That's how I do it. And other stuff too. And I don't drink one day. The thing about me is I will always compare something to smoking crack. It's just what I will do. It's just what is because that feeling of smoking crack, especially getting your bell rung, I will always, whether I want to or not, be like, if I'm riding the most amazing roller coaster in the world, in the back of my mind somewhere, I was like, this is incredible. This adrenaline's amazing. But it's not quite crack cocaine. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I wish... But maybe that's the goal of trying to get connected on a spiritual level to a power greater than myself, because it helps me let go of that. It helps me be in the moment of where I am, because I've never been in this specific moment before. I've never recorded episode 17,000 of my podcast before in my life, and here I am. Okay? This is happening now. It will never happen again. It will never happen in the past again. It's just happening right now in this moment. Me touching this table right here, like this, me touching this microphone, in this specific moment, how these series of events have lined up in my life to get me to where I am right now today, that will never happen again in my life ever again, okay? I will never have my desk orientated like this ever again in this way, okay? I will never golf yesterday again with Jameson how I did yesterday. I shot a 92. It was all right. I really blew up one hole, though, which stinks, okay? If I had got it together, I would have shot... If I would have just parred one hole instead of blowing up and getting an 8, I would have shot an 88, and that would have been my personal best. But nonetheless, we persist. Nevertheless, she persisted. Who's she? Me. I'm that guy. I'm her. So that's where I'm kind of at. You know, got some new tattoos. Can't stop getting tattoos. Because I enjoy them. I like them. I think they're cool. I recently started doing my arms because I want to. I like tattoos. I think tattoos are very cool. I like how they look. I like how it's kind of an expression of myself a little bit. And some probably think there's that Sebastian Maniscalco joke. What are you doing? What are you doing? How would you put tattoos? I'm not going to put tattoos. This is my Sebastian Maniscalco impression. What would you put tattoos on the Ferrari? Yes, Sebastian. No. Would you put tattoos on would you put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? That doesn't make sense, Sebastian Maniscalco. That doesn't make sense in the slightest, because you're going to remove a bumper sticker. You literally have to say, would you paint stuff on a Ferrari that can't come off, you idiot? Get it right. God, people say some things and they're just the wrongest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I like tattoos. See, this is a little girl that's punching. She's punching. There's a shark smoking, wearing a cowboy hat. This is a swallow. This is my mom's name, Cindy Lou. Just kidding. I'm a big fan of the Grinch. That's why I got this tattoo. Big fan of the Grinch. Thing about me, huge fan of the Grinch. My parents said when I was a little boy, we would put the Grinch on a VHS tape. No big deal. We were balling out. We were rich. VHS family. Only the most richest of families had VHSs. And that is I will go to the grave on. Okay? That is I will go to the grave on. Okay? Quote me on that. That is I will go to the grave on. That I will go to the gravy on that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that at all. But so I would watch the Grinch and I could mouth the words. And I was saying something really important. But this is why I'm doing this, because I want to get better at it. Because I don't know if you can tell, but I was talking about one thing, and then I went off to another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing, and another thing. And there's no one here to wrangle me. My other podcast, Sober Boys with Drew Q, I have Drew there to wrangle me. Because I need wrangled. I'm cage free. But sometimes I need to be caged up. if I'm trying to have a conversation with someone, I need to be caged up. See, that's the thing about, so I've been saying about someone wearing flip-flops, those pigs are cage-free. If you've got sandals on, those pigs are cage-free. What are the pigs? Your toes. Your toes are the pigs. And those your toes need to be cage-free sometime. Let those pigs run wild. Let those pigs go to the bank. Get some money out. Go to the pig bar. Have some fun with your friends. Go to the pig dealer's house. Buy some pig cocaine. Do it with your friends. I'm saying let your pigs run free. Sometimes you gotta let the pigs run free because the pigs are caged up most of the day in your shoes, in your closed-toe shoes. And you know what? In there, the pigs they're button heads all day, those little pigs. Little pig, blow the house down. That's that nursery rhyme for sure. Little pig, I'm coming in. I guess that's what that wolf said. That wolf said that one time that ate the pigs. Man, nursery rhymes are brutal. There was a wolf. You're telling me there was a wolf that had breath strong enough to blow a house down, and he gobbled up pigs? That's gruesome. That's gruesome. These animals have been personified to the point of being sentient, having consciousness, being able to feel feelings. Those pigs felt joy. Those pigs felt sadness. Those pigs had sex for pleasure. And you're telling me a murderous wolf came into the village and blew the house down made of straw, blew the house down made of pebbles or whatever, ate those two pigs, and then went to the last one was made of bricks. He couldn't blow it down. Here's why he didn't blow that last house down. He was full. He was full of two pigs he already ate. God, don't talk about like somehow this is an engineer pig and he somehow was smart enough to make his house out of bricks. And then the wolf was frustrated and walked away. No, that wolf ate two pigs. He was full. You would have honestly, that wolf was doing that pig a favor by not coming in there and eat him. Because one, that wolf could not have physically eaten another pig. And two, that pig would have been dragged out probably and tied up until he could have been eaten later when the wolf was hungry again. So let's get it straight. Let's get things right. The story of the three little pigs, the wolf was full. He had blown down the house made of sticks. Ate that pig. Chomp, 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 chomp. Ate that pig. Bones and all. Because wolves have like a gizzard, like a chicken. They'll just spit out the bones eventually. House number 2, made of pebbles. Wolf pushed it over. It collapsed on the pig. Pig died from the wolf pushing the rocks over on him. He got suffocated to death, and then the wolf ate the dead pig, spit out all the bones and stuff. Third house made of bricks. Somehow this pig was a mason and was able to build a house out of bricks. Okay, this pig was an upstanding citizen, and he had a thriving masonry business, and he simply just built a solid structure. Wolf tried to push it over. Wolf tried to blow it over. He was like, I'm pretty full. I'm not gonna mess with this. I might throw up if I exert myself physically. So don't get it twisted. Don't like think this pig was smart. Circumstantially, the pig got lucky. Because he got lucky because even if his house was made out of feathers and that wolf blew away the house, he'd say, I'm actually pretty full. You got lucky today. So the good guy in the story of the wolf eating the three little pigs is the wolf. Because he had some conscience. He'd be like, it would be kind of gluttonous of me to eat a third pig. It would be kind of inappropriate for me to eat a third pig today. I'm on a diet. I got to watch my figure. So that's really the moral of the story is gluttony is bad. That's the moral of the three little pigs story. Because we are all the wolf. Because like I was saying at the beginning of this podcast, we got two wolves inside of us. One that goes, me, 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 me. And one that goes, shoo, shoo, shoo. And that's anybody on the earth. Anybody on the earth is that. And you want to maybe build up some God points in your life, you don't eat that third pig. I'm going to leave you with this. You don't eat that third pig. You withhold a little bit. God gets happy. You get God points. You get enough God points, you're in charge of heaven. You win heaven, you're the champion. You're the champion of heaven. You're in first place in heaven. You get to do whatever you want in heaven for the rest of the time. So, that is to recap today. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Taylor Neely Show. I had so much fun today. Come back next week for more. And make sure you go home, get some rest. Big day tomorrow.